Either the American public doesn't get it, or we don't. The station wagon, beloved by motor journalists and buyers in Europe, where 9 of the 10 best-selling cars in 2014 offered station wagon versions that sold in large numbers, accounts for about 1% of the US sales mix. This is, at least partially, a consequence of our bifurcated CAFE fuel economy standards that treat many crossovers as trucks, subject to less stringent targets than cars with the same footprint wheelbase times track width but less ground clearance. Audi stopped fighting this long ago, giving us crossovers such as the Q5, but it still offers a more than acceptable alternative. In the US market, we get the Allroad version of the A4 Avon station wagon. Slightly jacked up for more ground clearance and adorned with tough-looking cladding, it's butch enough to pass for a crossover, like a more posh, prettier Subaru Outback. At the same time, it minimizes the penalties baked into the SUV concept, such as compromised handling or blocking everyone else's view of the road while making a passive-aggressive statement. Naturally, we prefer the A4 Allroad because, essentially, it is a station wagon. We drove the new A4 Allroad on its Upper Bavarian home turf, and even though it looks a lot like the outgoing model, which we liked, it represents a significant step forward in many ways. From the outside, it takes an Audi aficionado to really tell this is a new car, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. In reality, not a single panel is shared with the previous generation, and once you step inside the new car, you enter an entirely different world. The dashboard is slim and futuristic, dominated by a large TFT instrument cluster, a thin center screen, and sharply angled aluminum trim decor. If the exterior looks like only a half step forward, the interior environment has moved ahead 2 generations. The dashboard and its multiple connectivity and telematics options are at an extreme, all made possible by Audi's latest MLB-Evo modular longitudinal platform, which has been tweaked to accommodate all the latest electronic features. In fact, it's shared with the Q7 and the upcoming A6, A7, and A8. It is fair to expect a lot of the upper-class features will trickle down to the A4 and the Allroad, if only to differentiate them from other models this size. As entertaining and useful as electronic gimmicks can be, it would be regrettable if they distracted from the actual driving experience. The A4 Allroad is lighter than its predecessor, and it is the first Audi fitted with a new on-demand all-wheel drive system that Audi has named Quattro with Ultra technology. The Magna-supplied Quattro Ultra setup is absolutely undetectable in operation, while bringing about fuel savings of 5 to 10% over the former system. In the US, Audi will launch the A4 Allroad with the 252 horsepower 2.0-litre TFSI turbocharged 4-cylinder, and that's the engine we focused on during our first drive opportunity. The campaigners diesels, while a perfect choice for this type of vehicle, are not yet confirmed for the states owing to continued negotiation over the diesel emissions scandal. The TFSI 4-cylinder, a direct-injected power plant with a single turbocharger, is identical to the unit found under the hood of the A4 sedan, and it is exceptionally smooth and flexible. The horses in this stable are ready to race. The sprint to 60 miles per hour should be in the mid-5-second range. We recorded 6.3 seconds in the previous generation model in a comparison test against BMW and Volvo wagons, in which it placed second. This car is fun on the Autobahn. Audi says the European market model tops out at 153 miles per hour, but it also loves to play on country roads and on unpaved surfaces, as well. In off-road mode, the Quattro Ultra system allows for significant drift angles, and with most of the power transferred to the rear wheels when the system accurately detected our wishes, we got the A4 Allroad to dance. The sweet 7-speed dual-clutch automatic is a joy to operate, snapping off quicker shifts than conventional torque converter automatics. The Audi A4 Allroad Quattro will come to market here later this year as a 2017 model. Expect pricing in the mid-$40K range. For American station wagon lovers, the remaining handful who still haven't surrendered to the crossover greys, this is the closest thing Audi offers. Just order the cladding in body color. It's more of a driver's car than the Volvo V60 Cross Country, and we think it could fare well against the BMW 328iX drive wagon that beat it in that last comparison. Regardless, it's far more entertaining than similarly priced crossover SUVs.